Today, along with my portfolio update, we're unpacking four huge headlines that are rocking the economy and the stock market. We've got a blockbuster jobs report for April, the latest twist in the US-China trade war, a massive spike in Trump's tariff revenue, and why Apple stock is sinking while other tech giants are flying high. Let's break it all down. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, $1 Million Recipe. For those of you who are new to this channel, today is day 53 of my journey to $1 million using hybrid SIP strategy on TQQQ, and I also cover in this channel stock market updates. First, the US economy crushed it in April 2025, adding 177,000 jobs, way above the 150 analysts expected, according to the Labor Department. That is down slightly from March's 200K, but still shows businesses are hiring like crazy. Retail, healthcare, and construction led the charge, with unemployment holding steady at 3.9%. This means more people are working, earning paychecks, and spending at places like Walmart or Amazon, and that is fuel for businesses, boosting their sales and profits. Why is this a big deal for the stock market? Strong job numbers scream healthy economy, and investors love that. So today, S&P 500 climbed 1.5% and the Nasdaq soared 1.6%, with Magnificent 7 stocks, except for Apple, soaring 2 to 4%. Investors are betting companies will keep growing as consumers spend more. This jobs report is a huge reason the market was green today. It is like a green light for economic growth. Next, the US-China trade war is like a global chess game and it is getting intense. We all know how President Trump slapped a 145% tariff on Chinese goods and China hit back with 125%. That is a big escalation from last month's 84% Chinese tariffs, but here is the kicker. China's Commerce Ministry said they're evaluating trade talks, and Trump's team hinted at possible negotiations to ease tensions. China has even quietly exempted some US goods like semiconductors and pharmaceuticals from tariffs to keep things calm behind the scenes. This flicker of hope for a deal got investors excited, and a trade war hurts companies that rely on global supply chains, but a deal could mean smoother trade and bigger profits. So the market's green day was partly because investors are optimistic that talks could prevent a full-blown trade disaster. Less trade drama means more money for businesses, and Wall Street is cheering for that. Next, Trump's tariffs are bringing in a mountain of cash. In April 2025, the US collected $15.9 billion in tariff revenue, a 66% jump from March's $9.6 billion, and a 135% surge from April 2024's $6.8 billion as per Treasury Department data. These tariffs include a 10% baseline on most imports and a hefty 145% on Chinese goods like electronics and apparel. For comparison, total tariff revenue in 2024 was $78 billion, so April's haul is a huge leap. Trump's team says this money will fund tax cuts and infrastructure, which could boost businesses and create jobs. So investors are pumped about this. More government cash could mean lower corporate taxes or new highways, both of which help companies grow. So does this mean Trump's tariff plan is actually going to work? Let's see. Next, while the market partied, Apple stock crashed 3.5% today. Apple's deep ties to China are a problem. Most iPhones and iPads are made there, and Apple reported that Trump's 145% tariffs could cost them $900 million, and that might force Apple to raise iPhone prices, which could scare off buyers and hurt sales. Even though tech products like smartphones got a temporary tariff exemption, Apple still faces 20% tariffs from before April, and new semiconductor tariffs are looming. So investors are worried Apple's profits will take a hit. Other tech giants, they're dodging the worst. Microsoft, focused on software and cloud services, isn't as exposed to Chinese manufacturing. Nvidia's chips are mostly made in Taiwan, not China, so tariffs don't sting as much. So Apple is stuck in a tariff storm while others cruise, and that is why its stock tanked as the broader tech sector climbed. So what do you think? Are tariffs a win for America or a risk for consumers? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Now on to today's trade. I started the day by checking the previous day's candle on the daily chart, noting that both the open and close prices were above the 12 EMA, confirming an uptrend and setting my investment limit to 150 to 200. Then I switched to the 5-minute chart. TQQQ opened above the 12 EMA, so I waited for the dip, which occurred around 12, followed by a quick bounce back that triggered my entry. So I purchased 3 units at 59.78, investing $179. And by the end of the session, TQQ closed at 59.44, gaining 4.7% for the day and 10% for the week. Now on to my portfolio update. My total investment till date is 11,378 with 196 units in my holdings. TQQ closed today at 59.44, which brings the market value of my holdings to 11,650. An average price per unit is 58.04, and for the first time since I began trading, my portfolio is in profit of 272, translating to a 2.4% return. Remarkably, while TQQ has declined by 34% since I started trading, my portfolio has achieved a 2.4% gain, which means I have outperformed TQQ by an incredible 36.8%, a testament to the effectiveness of my strategy in navigating a challenging market. So that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel to follow my journey and to get more stock market updates. Thank you. See you in the next video.